This video is going to help you set up homework problems, numbers 1 through 8 for 7.3. So if you are stuck on any of those story problems at the beginning, I'm going to help you set up the problems. If you feel like you can do it, that is great, and I would love for you to try these on your own. So we're going to start with number 1 here. It says that Nancy hopes to collect 100 oysters from the ocean. So this is what she wants to do total. She has done 15% of her goal so far. How many does she have? So remember, every time we want that part over total equals percent over 100. Percent is always 100. So we're looking for how many she has collected so far. So we know 100 is the total that she wants. She wants 100. And when she has 100, she'll be at 100% of her goal. And we know she's done 15% of that. How many oysters has she collected here? So we're going to do 15 times 100 divided by 100 will give us that answer there. Another thing we can notice is how do we get from 100 to 100? What would you multiply by? And you're going to do the same thing for the numerator. Hey, number 2, Hal is downloading a file from the internet. So far, he has downloaded 25% of the file. So we know we have 25%. So we'll just go ahead and write that down, 25 out of 100. 10 minutes have passed since he started. How long will it take to download the rest of the file? So we want to know how long it's going to take for the rest of it. So we need to find the total, but then we need to think about what the question is asking. So 25% took 10 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and match up these 25s and 10s here, and we're looking for the total. So when I do 10 times 100 and divide by 25, that's going to give us the start here. And that's going to tell us this total right here. But it wants to know how long the rest of it's going to take. It's already been 10 minutes. How much longer to get to the total? So we need to take our total and subtract 10 to get our final answer for how long the rest of the file will take. So it's important that we read these questions and look for these keywords here. Hey, number 3 says that Sally eats lunch at a restaurant and her bill is $12. So at the end, she paid $12. So I know that that's going to go on the bottom here. That's the total cost. She would like to leave a tip for 15% for the waiter. So we know if she does 15%, that's over 100. So that's going to tell us 15% of 12. So we're just looking for how much the tip is. So she's already paid the $12. Now she's leaving the money on the table. So we can go ahead and do 12 times 15 divided by 100 will tell us how much that tip is going to be that she will leave on the table. So I know that it's 15 is pretty small compared to 100. So I know that the tip she's leaving is going to be pretty small as well. Okay, and we're also talking about money. So there's a good chance it's going to have a decimal place. So make sure you go 2 decimal places when we're talking about money. Okay, I think this is number 4. Yep. A town spends 43% of its annual budget on education. So they're spending 43% on their school. So 43%, always over 100. If the town's budget is $1 million, so their total budget is $1 million. We're going to put that on the bottom here. 1 million. Whew. Okay. 1 million. How much will be spent on education here? So we're going to take these and multiply and then divide by 100. So even though those are big numbers, it's a lot of zeros. It's going to make that pretty easy. So that will tell us the money spent on education. Number 5 got 2 parts here. So Matt hopes to score 120 points this season. So this is what he's wanting to get his total to. He has done 80% of the total. So first we're going to fill in this double number line. So we can see here that 100% has been cut into 5 groups. So if I do 100 divided by 5, that is 20. So they're counting by groups of 20 here on the bottom. And then so that they took 120, which is how many points he wants to make, and divided it into 5 groups as well. And so that goes in there 2 times and 4. So each of these, every time you have this fifth of 100, he scored 24 points. We're going to keep on adding groups of 24 to fill in this double number line. Then it wants to know how many points has he scored. Well, he's done 80%. So you're going to find 80% on your number line and then match up the points above the 80%. Hey, number 6. Number 6. On a test, Jenna gets 85% of the questions correct. So she has 85%. Linda, so here's Jenna. Okay, well, looks like we're comparing some people. Linda got 32 out of 40 correct. So here's Linda. Carl, that was a funny K. Carl got 7 out of 8. And Julie got 0.83. So I know this is in the hundredths place though. So 83 hundredths. So the easiest thing for us to do would be to turn these all into percents. So on this problem, it is going to ask us to put them from the lowest person to the highest. So I know I have 85 out of 100. That is 85% for Julie. Over here, we've got another 100. For Jenna, Jenna, I guess there's 2 J's. And this is Julie over here. So Julie had 83 out of 100, which is 83%. So we need to change Linda's into a percentage. So she got 32 out of 40. And I want to know what percent did she get out of 100. So we can go ahead here and multiply and divide, and that will tell us Linda. And then Carl had 7 out of 8, which we want to turn into 100. So we'll do 7 times 100 divided by 8 to see what percent Carl got. Then we can take and place those from least to greatest. So bottom, so up at the top of your homework assignment, you'll put the person who scored the least all the way down to the bottom as the most. Hey, number 7, students are auditioning for a school play. Only 18 of the 45 students auditioning will get a part in the play. So 18 students will get a part, but there are 45 students that are going to audition total. What percent? So it's asking for the percent. So what percent will be in the play? Percents are always out of 100. So then we can move that 100 to the other side by multiplying. So 18 times 100 divided by 45 will tell us what percent of the students get to be in the play. Okay, and the last one I'm going to go over in this video is number 8. And it tells us that the first lap of an auto race is 2,500 meters. So a lap is 2,500 meters. This number is only 10%. So this is 10%. When we're hearing that word is, it's connecting these together. So that means that 2,500 equals 10% here. And percent's always over 100. What is the total race distance? So we're looking for the total here. So we'll multiply and divide will give us that answer. Okay, so as you are working on the rest of them, just be sure to think about that the part goes on the top, the total goes on the bottom. We're always going to connect the part to the percentage, and the total will always be connected to 100 because percent is always over 100. Some other words that might be helpful is looking for the words is, the part is this percent, or the words of the total. So of and total are connected, is and part are connected. So as you are thinking about setting up those problems, be sure to look for those keywords. Let me know if there is anything I can do to help you with the rest of your homework.